busy. You want to go to the gym, correct?
No, I didn't say I wanted to go to gym.
No, you said you want to go to the gym.
No,
So
I
where
was
you
busy.
so where you went? No, I remember you said gym. Anyway, why you are calling, my friend? Go ahead, Mr. Sheikh Muslim Abdul Hamid.
Yeah, I wanted to salam alaikum to all my Muslim.
You are saying Assalamu alaikum to all Muslims?
Yeah,
Why you don't say Shalom to the Christians and the Jews? Why?
we're not supposed to.
Not supposed to. And we don't care anyway. You say Assalamu alaikum or not, we will get you busted. So now, listen, you said you cannot say peace to non-Muslims. So are you waging war against me now?
Not waging. We can give you dawa so you
Uh-huh.
convert, you accept the true message.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of people actually convert to Islam and not Christianity.
I like to convert to Islam for one reason. I want to
Yeah.
be honest with you. That when your prophet, he promised me to have endless penis. And then I look at the one I have, I say to myself, I mean, this is really the good deal. So what kind of religion promise me an endless penis if I convert to it? What you would do with this endless penis?
Well, you don't really know the science of hadith.
I know
So,
the science of hadith. Do you know the science of hadith yourself?
yes, and it's really complex. You can't
Ah,
just
it's
go
complex.
and say,
Is that penis
yeah, like
complex?
even a Sahih hadith can be false.
Is that penis story complex too? You're trying to avoid it?
It may not be true hadith. You don't know. The only one the true hadith we follow
Ah,
is Quran.
I see, I see. Okay. So I want to ask you then, uh, for me, there's a miracle happened to me, and this is what is keeping me to be Christian, to be honest with you. I have my grandfather, and he died, you know. But when he died, he was standing and he was holding a stick, and he stayed like this for a year. And then I said to myself, if my religion is not the true religion, how come those things happen to my grandfather who is a Christian, but never happened to someone who is a Muslim? How you explain that to me?
But funny thing is, my grandfather died too. But
True.
it was funny he died because his hair was cut. Can you
Ah,
imagine that?
no, no, I'm asking you really. He died standing, and he was standing for a year, and nobody noticed that he is dead. So how you explain to me such a miracle happened in Christianity, but those miracles never happen in Islam?
I know you're talking about the Solomon who was
Ah, okay. So what do you think about such a story? Is that a Sahih hadith or this is a fabrication? So Solomon, he
oh,
died and he was standing holding a stick, and nobody noticed that he is dead until the termite they ate his stick.
yeah, that's the miracle of, well, I mean, Allah,
What
of
is the
course.
miracle? The termite, they win. The termite, they destroy the stick of Solomon, and then everybody noticed that he is dead.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you
I
mean? What do you
mean,
mean? Yeah, yeah.
that's how Allah planned for it. Like, I mean, the story of in Bible, the guy who had his hair cut, he died because
Aha, aha. Let us,
you know what I'm talking about.
we will go there. We will go there. I can show it to you the same story from your religion too. But anyway, so when Allah he decided to hide the death of this man, uh, how he was able to hide it? I mean, if the guy cannot talk, if the guy cannot walk, if the guy cannot blink his eyes, so how in the world nobody noticed for a year that he is dead?
Well, Allah kind of made it appear that
No, no,
he's
no. Well, hold on. Is he dead or not?
he is dead, of course.
Okay. Can he talk?
No,
Okay. Can he blink?
no,
Do he pee?
no,
Do he ask for food?
no.
So how nobody noticed that he's dead?
I mean, he was a king, right?
He is the
Maybe he
king.
told,
But
yeah.
that is even make it more horrible. I am a king. I have ministers. I have army. I have soldiers. People come to me every day, and then nobody noticed that I'm dead for a year. Don't you think this story is too much? I mean, it's
Yeah,
a cartoon.
it sounds to us that is impossible, but back in the time maybe he said to people, do not disturb me. and he's a king. People will follow his order.
No. According to the story, they come to him and nobody noticed. What are you talking about? This is why he made him die standing so they can see him and they don't
Those are
notice.
jinns.
Huh?
Those were the jinns who were trying to kill him, right?
The jinn, they want to kill Suleiman since when?
1 year.
The jinn, they try to kill Suleiman. Do you have reference?
I mean, you can see it. The jinns were
No,
the.
no, no,
You
don't,
can
don't,
read
don't,
it.
don't make up stories. The jinn, they cannot control Suleiman because Suleiman, he have the ring, which is given by Allah to him. The ring, which Suleiman, he found inside the fish, which he was trying to make a dish. So Suleiman, if you remember, Suleiman, he had this ring given to him by Allah. It's like
Yeah,
the Lord of the Ring movie. He went to his bathroom, and it's haram. It's haram to take the ring with you to the bathroom, correct?
yeah,
Okay. So he gave the ring to his wife, correct?
mhm,
Okay.
yeah.
Then,
And they slept with his wife, the jinns.
then Shaitan, he come to his wife, and her name is Jarada. The
Hmm.
Shaitan, he come to the wife, and he looked like Suleiman, correct?
Yeah,
And then he told her, "Look, I'm Suleiman, give me the ring." So she gave him the ring. This is stupid wife. Unbelievable. You cannot even trust those women, you know? So she gave the ring to the Shaitan who looked like Suleiman. He wore the ring and he became the king. And then when Suleiman came out from the bathroom, the wife, she looked like, what the heck? We have two Suleiman now. He told her this is a fake Suleiman, and they throw him out of the palace. Is that correct?
yeah,
All right. So now Shaitan, he took the ring, he became the king. And is it true in the story says that Shaitan, he start effing the wives of Suleiman non-stop, like he have a gun, like
he
is that
didn't say it in that detail, but yeah, he was being intimate with his wife.
no, it says clearly that the wife, actually, in fact, they noticed that this is cannot be Suleiman because he was so good in bed. You don't take a break, correct?
Yeah, read the detail.
I did read the details, my
What are
friend.
you?
So
Get to the
listen,
point. What are you trying to?
okay. So now your God Allah, he respect his prophet to the point he made Shaitan if his wives, correct?
Yeah,
What do you mean, yeah? What kind of God he allows Shaitan to have sex with the wives of a prophet Solomon, and he if them so good to the point the penis of Solomon is not respected no more by the wives. And then they went to the elders,
that's not. That's not. That's not in the Quran.
not in the Quran, but this is in your two prophet stories, no?
Yeah, but that's what I was trying to say. You don't know the science of hadith. There's some truth to it,
Ah,
some not.
okay,
Even
okay,
if a
okay,
hadith is true.
okay, okay. Listen, listen.
Yeah.
So listen. So do you agree that Suleiman he have a ring, he controlled the genies?
Yeah, I mean,
Uh-huh.
for example,
Yeah.
Moses, peace be upon him, he had a staff like a stick
No, but the
that
staff can do nothing. This is not true. The staff
it,
of Moses is not a magical
it
staff.
converted into snake, didn't it?
No, this is not a magic. This is a God miracle. God, he
Yeah.
no, he made that. It's not Moses who made it. Hmm? Are you in the
Yeah,
bathroom?
I mean, Allah does different things. That time, magic and
Ah,
miracle was more common.
okay, very common. So now, I heard that Suleiman he have a flying carpet, correct?
Not a flying carpet. It was more like a platform.
Ah, platform. And how many people they can ride on it?
The whole army. Now, it could be. I mean, if you read in science,
Uh-huh.
if you see the layer of air, right, how the airplane flies, right?
Hmm.
How many people sit in the airplane?
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
so it could
But
be.
but as I know that the flying carpet it fit all the kingdom of Solomon, his
Yeah,
camels. What are you talking about? We're talking about an airplane can take 200, 300 people. According to your religion, the army of Solomon start in Jerusalem and in the Babylon land. Is that correct?
you're now you're reading hadiths again.
So what? Isn't are you saying your prophet is a liar?
He's not a liar.
Okay.
The
But
transmission
by the way,
is so
why
old.
you are drinking too much water? Did you drink camel urine?
No, just drinking water.
But you are drinking too much, my friend. Be careful. The camel urine, you should not drink water. Shouldn't camel urine. So listen. So
The
when
camel urine one is also in a hadith. Like I said, the translation could have been lost. It wasn't properly translated. There's a lot of things that can happen. It's not
uh
protected by God.
okay, but if the army of Suleiman is included genie and the human and birds, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, how many genies were in the army of Suleiman?
They were like I
All,
mean,
all,
according to
all the genies, correct? All the genie in the world.
reports, it was like miles of.
Exactly. So now we have, according to the hadith, it is 1,200, I think, hold on. It's like more than, I think, 3,000-mile long army. All of those are in the top of the flying carpet?
Like I said, hadiths are not accurate. Like it could have been maybe 100 meters, and they just exaggerated the number. Just like
Ah,
Hazrat Aisha's age, right?
I
It's
see, I
debated.
see.
It's
Okay,
like hadith report. She was uh, 9 years old, but it could have been 19.
okay, I want to ask you something very important.
Yeah.
Is having statues in Islam is lawful or against Islam?
Uh, I know there was one story. Forgot who it was who ordered. I think it was Solomon who ordered his um, people make his statue. Forgot
Ah,
who.
so how you Muslim you claim that Solomon is a Muslim?
Well, he was, but that you believe in like covenants, right? Like back in the days during the Judaism, Hazrat Musa alayhi
No,
salam.
since the time, the beginning, the Bible says that God He made it clear that don't make image for what is up in heaven or down on earth. Is that correct, Christians?
So why do you make Jesus's like cross?
This is not no, this is not the teaching of Christianity. There's nowhere in the Bible says that.
Well, Christians do make it. Like in the church, you will
No
see
problem.
Jesus's figure.
This is their tradition and this is not Christianity. But you now we have Quran and we have a
Yeah.
prophet of Allah. He is commanding. This is not a priest or a sect. This is the real deal. This is God. He ordered Sulaiman to build a synagogue full of images and statues, correct?
I mean, I heard like he liked it. He you know
Okay.
preferred it.
But I thought this is against Islam. That's mean this is cannot be a Muslim. He can't be a
I mean, he
Muslim then.
was. I mean, you can be Muslim and you can do something that was not. It's for example, at some point, Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him actually his companions were drinking alcohol, but it's not command. So it's like you could do it for a certain amount of time. This doesn't mean that you know unless
No,
it's
but here
implemented.
Your God is
Yeah.
proud about Sulaiman.
Yeah,
He's
eventually, like
yeah, he's
for
proud
example,
about him. He's proud about him making statues. So why Allah is proud about Sulaiman making statues? Give me the reason.
he didn't say he's proud about
No,
him
he
making
said
statues.
no, no, no. He
Well,
said
okay, show me where it says that God is actually
the
proud
whole
that he was making
chapter, the whole
statues.
chapter is Allah telling what Allah gave Sulaiman. Allah
Hmm.
gave him. Here, if you read chapter 34, it says, "We gave David and we gave Sulaiman.
What we gave him?
We gave them," and he is counting what he gave them. So this is one of the gifts. So when he built a synagogue with the statues and images, Allah, he is talking about what he gave him. He's proud of him. He's not condemning him.
Where does it say in Quran that making statues is actually a sin?
That's a good point. So now you are saying that in Islam there's nothing says that having statues is a sin.
Like you could be ignorant and you can do something.
Hmm.
It may not be automatically a sin unless it's been ordered to you. Do not do it. It's like
Uh,
something is. It's like for example,
uh-huh,
having sex in itself is not a sin
uh-huh.
unless it's been ordered by God not to do so.
Okay. So why you Muslim you claim that Islam is against if Moses is a Muslim
Yeah,
and you say to me now a story that's in the Quran there is nothing but I thought that you Muslim you claim that Abraham he destroyed the statues. No?
yeah. But those were they were worshiping them.
Hold on. No, they were worshiping them. So now uh, uh, if a statue is destroyed by Abraham, that means Solomon should know that those statues should not be there.
He
It's a,
he didn't say to worship his
it
statues,
is
did he?
inside. Look, isn't you who said to me why Christians, some Christians, they have images in the churches?
Yeah.
Okay, that means they are copying Suleiman. What do you think?
No, no, they're worshiping that. They're praying to
No,
Jesus'
nobody.
statue.
No, nobody. We know.
Oh,
We
come on.
know
That's you can see it in churches, like in Catholic churches.
what you
You will
see.
see
What you see is not a worship. And if there's somebody worship, he
they
is doing.
literally they go back
My
to they
friend,
talk to the statue.
my friend,
Hindus do the same thing.
okay, okay, okay. I want to go with you. So, what is a status is?
It's like an image,
Image of what?
a person,
A person?
yeah, a human being. Like you recreate it, you kind of try to copy what God made.
Okay. So now when Suleiman he made those statues and
He
images,
didn't make it himself. His army made it.
he command the genius to do that for him, right?
He did not command. He did not command. He just liked it.
No, he command them.
Okay, show me in Quran where it says he commanded that.
Well, it's in front of you. Don't you know how to read?
Where is it saying it
And
that he
they made
commanded
for
to make
him,
it?
they made for him what he willed.
Where is it?
Chapter 34, verse number 13.
Okay, 34:13.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I teach to children Islam.
You don't teach anything, my friend. You know nothing about Islam. You're asking me where to
It
find
doesn't say.
something.
I'm reading it. It doesn't say that.
It says that chapter. Do you know how to open the Quran?
Oh, he desired. Okay, he said they made for him whatever he desired of
So this is
sanctuaries,
the desire of who?
statues,
So this is the desire of who?
statues. If it a desire of Solomon.
All right. Was Solomon doing something against Allah teaching or agreement with Allah teaching?
He's doing against.
Against. Why Allah don't condemn him? He's proud about him. He says he gave them command, he gave them power. And did the Quran says that Allah he said to him, shame on you, why you are doing that? No.
When are we going to talk about the Bible?
Well, you can talk about the Bible, no problem. But do you know even your Quran to talk about the Bible?
What you said?
Do you know even your Quran before you talk? Like, do you know the Bible? You don't even know your Quran. How you can talk about the Bible?
Well, I'm gonna do read into it.
Okay, I wanna ask you a question then about the Bible then.
Yeah,
The Christian believe in the Trinity, correct?
yeah.
What is the Trinity?
Well, Trinity, different sects believe in different kind of Trinity. If you
False.
see
False.
the Jehovah's Witness,
Those are not, they don't believe in Trinity. You are making things up.
Jehovah's Witness say that Jesus is not God.
They don't believe in Trinity. Don't make things up. The Trinity is the Christians who believe God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, one God. Correct?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Three God.
How come the Quran did not get it right? According to the Quran, the Christian they believe the Trinity, that God he marry Mary, and they have a son, his name is Jesus. Is that correct?
And I mean, back in the days, there were some sects that believed in that kind of
There's
stuff.
no back in the day any sect believed that God marry Mary, because the Christian believe that Mary is virgin.
It doesn't say God married, but they
No, it
worship
says no. How? Okay, if so, who is the one who made Mary have a son according to Islam?
God.
All right. Let me show you a verse in the Quran, and you tell me what does that mean.
What you said?
There's a verse in the Quran.
Yeah.
It says, "How can Allah have a son if he don't have a girlfriend?"
I we talked about this, and I said God was joke. He was mocking.
He was joking.
He was mocking the
Ah,
people who make
okay, hold
such
on.
claims.
But isn't it, this is the refutation for the Christian that they have believe that God have a son?
It's not a refute. Like it's such a silly concept that God is mocking the Christians.
So you are saying to me your God is stupid. He make mocking, but he is downgrading himself because by saying, how can he have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Do you see anyone laughing?
I'm laughing. That's a funny,
Well,
joke.
I'm laughing too because your God is stupid. Because if
It's not
God,
stupid.
no, because if God is God, he do not need a wife to have a son. God, he can do whatever he
Yeah,
wants,
yeah.
correct?
So that's the whole concept. He's
No,
mocking. Like, do you think
neither the Christians. Who is the one who believe that God have a wife and they have a son? Give me his name.
there might have been some people back? I mean, were you there when he made that comment?
But isn't it, this is a stupid answer because if I am God, I can have a son without having anything. I do not need to have a.
Yeah, God can have if he wants, but he doesn't want to.
Okay, but Allah, why he is saying, how
Why
can
does he need a
I,
son?
listen, how can he have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? He didn't
He's
say, listen, he is questioning the ability of who?
he's not. I mean, you didn't get it. It's a humor. It's like a sarcasm.
No, you are making things up. Where,
I'm
okay,
not.
if there is any interpretation in the Muslim world say that this was a sense of a humor of Allah, or you are making things up.
I mean, there are some uh, scholars that
Never.
say that.
That's false. Same time, Allah questioning his ability. Does it say, how can he?
He's not. He's not really questioning himself.
Is
Why
that
would he question himself?
he did? How can he have a child who is the one questioning the ability? Is that a mockery of us or mockery of himself? Because if God, your Muslim God, uh, he questioned how can he, then your God cannot be God because
Well,
he's not
then he
talking
said. Then he said, like, if he wanted to have a wife, he would have had it from like the like the whores. That's of
exactly.
course a
So look at
mockery.
this. So now you confirm that your God Allah is like me. He can have a wife, he have a penis, he will sleep around, and then he can have a son, correct?
Nope.
What you just said to me, he said, you are the one who mentioned. You're obviously watching my videos. So uh, if I want to have a wife, I will take it from the hur. The hur is women, female, correct?
Yeah, I didn't watch your video, but I read this.
All right. So the hur, are they a female a human or not?
They are not humans, but they are considered females. Yes.
So you Muslims are going to have sex with beast in heaven?
No, no, no. They are special. They're not like
So let me repeat
humans
the
like in
question
on Earth.
again. Are they human or not? You will have sex with animals?
No, no.
So what are they?
They are like angels. Like angels, not they are
You are
angels,
going
but
to have
they're
sex
there's
with
different.
angels?
No, they are different kinds. Like they're designed just for pleasure. I
Ah,
mean, I don't
designed
want to
for
go in detail
pleasure.
because that's more like uh, um, metaphysical stuff that we don't really know about.
Why?
Hmm?
Why? Well, your
I mean,
prophet,
because we will.
your prophet, he described them as a human. Did your prophet describe him as a human or no?
I mean, you're referring to hadiths again.
Okay, let us go together. So,
Uh-huh.
do the women, this whore, have a vagina or she don't?
We don't know. We will see when we die.
So you will have sex with their what? Their mouth? So, excuse my language.
We don't know. We will see
What do you
when
mean we
we
don't
die.
know? Isn't it, I just mentioned to you that your prophet, he says you will have in this penis, and those females will have a farjun yasa
Yeah.
udalik. They will have a vagina fit for that.
Let's stick to the Quran.
Okay, hold on.
It's like if you're talking about Christianity, I'm not gonna go to the books that are you discard, like what you call those books, the infancy gospel and all that.
No,
So let's not go to hadith.
I'm not talking about infancy. I'm talking about something you believe in.
We don't have to believe in hadiths, you know.
Okay, okay, hold on. Do those women, did the Quran promise you that those women they will never bleed?
Never what?
They will never bleed when you have intercourse with them.
Show me where it says that.
Okay, does the Quran says nobody F them and nobody made them bleed yet?
You say they are a virgin, yes.
No,
Nobody touched them.
no, nobody F them.
Where it says the word nikah.
All right, let's see. What? So, guys, did you hear? He said where it says the word nikah. I said where the F them. He agreed that the word nikah mean F them.
No, I mean in like modern Arabic, the word
Ah,
nikah.
the modern Arabic. This is a modern Arabic. I like that. All right. Okay. Read with me here. In chapter 55, verse number 74, does it say nobody F them and made them bleed?
Can you
And
repeat that?
nobody F them and made them bleed.
You go say nobody touched them.
That's false translation.
Go to Arabic.
You don't know Arabic, do you?
I mean, I know a little bit.
Don't tell me go to Arabic if you don't know Arabic.
I say a little bit.
You do not know Arabic. Don't lie. Do you know Arabic or not?
Where does it say nobody F them and made them bleed?
Read it. I just translate. I change the translator to Hilali and Muhammad Khan.
But that's in bracket.
Those are from your country, from Pakistan.
How do you know I'm Pakistani?
Because you are drinking too much water. That means you are drinking too much camel urine.
No, I don't drink camel urine.
That means you spend the whole night watching Bachabazi.
I don't watch Pachabazi. That's Afghanistan,
Why
anyways.
you change your habit? What happened?
That's Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. No, I can show you. In Pakistan, they do watch Bachaba. Listen, whom no man or jinn yatmuthahunna. What yatmuthahunna mean?
What? Yeah.
You claim that you teach Arabic and you are a sheikh.
I don't teach Arabic.
Oh,
I
sorry,
teach
you teach
Islam.
Islam. Yeah, you are a sheikh. I saw you. You have a big office. You have a microphone. You are a big shot, man. So now,
Yeah, I
what?
teach Islam to kids
So what yatmuthuhunna mean?
to have like sexual intercourse.
It says yatmuthuhunna, not only sexual intercourse, make them bleed. الطمث.
Hmm.
الطمث is bleeding. So are they human or not?
Like, did nobody open their hymens?
But it says yatmuthuhunna, which means make them bleed by opening that. So now are they human or they are not?
They appear like humans.
All right, thank you very much. So now we go back to zero. You said, Allah, if you want to have a wife, He will have a wife from the hur. I said, well, aren't they human? You said there's no proof they are human. Now I confirm, and you confirm with me, obviously they are human. Now, those women, obviously they have a
Appear
vagina.
as humans.
They have a vagina, correct?
Do they eat? It does not even say that they eat. They have a
Do,
life. No,
I
they
don't care
appear
about
as
that.
humans.
I'm not asking about the age now. Do they have a
Okay,
vagina?
let me ask you this question.
Don't change the
Wait,
topic. Do they have a
I'm not
vagina?
changing the topic.
Do
I'm
they
just
have a
saying to
do,
clarify.
do they have a vagina or not?
They do, of course.
All
That's
right.
why they have hymen.
Okay, stop here. So now Allah, He said, you said to me, you are the one who mentioned it. If Allah want to take a wife, He will take it from those, correct?
Yeah.
All right. That's mean Allah have a penis and He is going to do intercourse with them because He want to have a child. Those now we confirm that they are female women who have vagina. Your God, He says, if I want to take a wife, and you are the one who mentioned this, He will take it from those. Now, is your God Allah is a human to the point if he have sex with a human, he will have a baby child.
I I mentioned it from the start that this is just mockery
You are
to
making
people who
things
claim
up.
such
No.
things.
What? Okay, was it a mockery he says when he says, if I want to take a wife, I will take it from us?
Yeah, that's a mockery. It's like me saying if I wanted to become a child, I
Allah making mockery of himself then, because he's talking about himself. If I say, and I am God, if I want to have a wife, I will F those, excuse my language. That means I'm making mockery of myself, not of them. Because none of them, by the way, believe that God have a son from a woman. He have sex with her. So this mockery of the stupidity of your prophet. You try to run away from the stupidity of the Quran. And when Allah He says, if I want to have a son, I will have a wife from us. Who's us? It turned to be the us is a human, so Allah is a human too. Because you cannot call them us unless they are from the same kind. When I say we chosen one of us to be a president, that means one of us is our kind, our ethnic, our country, or us. Don't waste my time. Don't make things up. If you
Well,
say
we
you
didn't
can,
talk about Samson like
if
you
you
said we're
say,
gonna
if
talk
you
about it.
listen, if you repeat the word mockery time one time, you have to prove it. Can you give me a reference that says it's a mockery?
Okay, let's say I accept my defeat, but let's go to Samson. Okay.
You accept your defeat in what? I did not defeat you yet. Allah has been defeated. You are just agreeing that your prophet is going to have sex with us. Is Allah is a human.
No, he's not. I mean, I still
So
stand.
why
That's
he
my understanding.
called those females us if he is not one of them?
Like I said, it's my understanding, but I cannot. Maybe people who did study Islam understood it differently. But let's go to Samson. Okay. Okay.
Okay, go to Samson. Go ahead.
All right. So Samson, like you make mockery of Solomon holding
Uh,
a stick and dying, but what about Samson who died, who had like a power in his hair? Like, what kind of stupid thing is that?
this is not about the power in the hair of Samson. This is about him when he disobeyed God. When he did cut the hair, simply he disobeyed the pagan person who
He
is.
didn't cut the hair. That was the army.
This is
They
what
figured
what?
out.
This was what?
That was a story that his wife betrayed him,
Exactly.
and she.
So how what happened when you disobey God? You lose your power. This is the
He,
whole
he
story
didn't
is
he didn't he
about.
didn't cut his own hair, did he?
No, listen. Okay, tell me what the story is. I want to learn it from you.
Well, yeah. So he had a secret that he has his power in his hair, which is kind of silly. And his
Ah,
wife
okay. Listen,
was
is this a story is in the Quran too?
no,
What if it is?
that his power was in his hair.
If this story is in the Quran, what you would do? You just
I
said you
mean,
just
I'll
said the
read
word
it.
you just said the word silly. It means stupid.
That his power was in his hair. That's in
No, no.
Quran.
Before we go there, I'm asking you if this is a story is in your book, what you would do with it.
I'll read it again and see.
But a second ago you confirmed it's a silly, it's a stupid. So suddenly now it's not. I have to read it. So do you see how you change your tone? I did not even show you any reference. I just said if this is a story in your Quran, and it start like I have to read it. What to read it. Now read for me the story of Solomon. Go ahead. The story of Samson.
Yeah. So he had his power in his hair, which
Uh-huh.
is silly. If
Okay.
it's and his wife was begging
Does it
him to tell
say?
him.
Does it say? Okay. If we when you say he have his power in his hair, what the
Yeah.
story is speaking about sin there in the story.
What they're talking about? What?
Sin. What talking about sin? There is a sin involved in the weakness of Samson or just a hair?
It's just hair. Like his hair is like hold some
Uh,
kind of magic power.
does it say that Samson he went to a woman, she is a fornicator, etc., or there's nothing there?
He did go to a brothel.
Okay. So can you quote for us the reference of what you are saying so we can laugh together? And by the way,
In
and
the
by the
Bible.
way, and by the way, do you know that the story says that the people of Gaza are a bunch of hookers?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Do you agree?
I mean, back in the days, it could have been. How do you know?
Back in the days, it's very funny. that Samson he destroyed the temple of the people of Gaza, and the people of Israel today they are doing the same as Samson again. But then go
Yeah.
ahead, tell me about Samson. Go ahead.
So he had a power in his hair, and he
Uh-huh.
was really powerful. He was destroying. He killed a lot of people,
Okay,
and
is that really because he have a power of his? Read for me the verses. Go ahead.
I don't have Bible in front of me.
Because how you quote for me? How come when I quote for you a story, I show you the reference, I show you everything. So I will give you a chance to go study it, and you call me back so we can laugh together. Don't you want to do that?
Okay, but
All
if
right.
I say
No,
my
but don't,
grandpa,
no, but hold on. We are not done yet with the story of Samson because you don't have reference, right? But I am asking you now, if this story is exist in your books, what you do?
show me first, then I will tell you.
Okay, I'm asking you, are you, okay, if it is in your books, what you will do?
Depends on how. If it's really stupid, then what?
The best. What do you mean depend?
I mean, if it's it makes sense, then I will read it.
Ah, so if it makes sense, if it makes sense, guys. So, but do you agree? You are the one who said it's silly. Everybody heard you. Do you agree it's a silly story? Because I can show you the same story from somewhere will hurt you very much. So I'm asking
The
you again.
details are are
I'm
are, are,
asking you
are,
for
are
the last
stupid.
time. Is it a silly story or it's not?
The details are now. Are those details also in Quran? I don't believe so.
So listen, the story is silly or not.
The details are yes.
The
The story
details,
itself isn't. It's
okay,
not.
if the same details are in your books, what you will do? You will leave Islam?
If the same details, for example, him making like the fire, like fox or whatever,
Listen.
like
If
burning.
you know you are a person who focus about the hair,
Yeah,
okay. If the story of the hair is exist in your books, do you leave Islam?
I won't leave Islam, but I will say, okay, maybe it
See
happened.
how stupid you are. A second ago it was stupid, it is silly, it doesn't make sense. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Let us talk about
I mean,
it.
it's still stupid.
And
Yes,
now if I
it's a
say,
stupid
okay,
event.
so now if I show you that this is exist in your books, it's not silly, it's not stupid no more. It might make sense. I need to read it. So now you are trying to bite your tongue, and what you just said, you don't want to take it because either it is silly for everybody, and for you it doesn't matter who mentioned the story, or it is not silly. Don't you think that you are being hypocrite now?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, a little bit. What does that mean?
Meaning that I understand this, yeah, because I was thinking in a sense of reading the whole context. It is silly, but
Ah, I
if it's
see.
a true event, then it's not silly.
Uh-huh. Let me ask you to be honest, be honest with me. You were not
Yes.
expected that such a thing can be exist in your books. Be honest with me.
No, like be honest with you, there are certain things like
Uh-huh.
magical, for example, the story of the cave and all that. So there could be such events happening. I was just what my point was that you were criticizing the story of Solomon that he died holding a stick. I was comparing that. Well, such things can happen. Even in
Hmm.
Bible, this mentioned.
Ah, okay. But my friend, you see, in the Bible, there's no, when we read the Bible, we don't read it as the Muslim they try to read it because it's not the hair who give a power for somebody. It's God who give power. So if a person, the here speak about the honor, they speak about him being like, let us say, not following the pagan, not being with the pagan, not being a pagan. He's opposing the pagan of Gaza. But when he do wrong, then he lose his power. Now, if I show you the same exact story in your book, are you willing in front of everybody to leave Islam? Yes or no? And you mentioned
I
that
will
this is
leave. Like
about,
I said, it's not.
and you mentioned that this is about the hair of Suleim, of Samson, and it's funny and silly, correct?
It is. See, let
Okay.
me tell you this. Even the Solomon story, it
I
is
am
silly.
asking
Silly does not
you,
mean it's
you
false.
said it is silly. Is it still
Yeah,
silly if it is in your book?
it is silly. Yes,
Okay.
silly doesn't mean it's false. It's just a silly thing. You know, a silly thing can be true.
Ah,
Somebody slips on a banana peel.
ah.
That is silly thing that happened, but it does happen.
No, you are not being honest. When you mention the word silly, you are mentioning that it is false, cannot be true.
I didn't say that, did I?
This is why you said silly.
Well, silly. My thing was
Okay,
that
what the word
Solomon dying holding a stick is a silly story. This is also a silly story.
what is the word silly mean in your language?
Silly
Uh-huh.
in like it just means something that's silly, like not smart, basically.
Ah, so the story of your God is not smart then.
A true event could not, it is possible for a true event that is not smart, like somebody
Ah,
dies in his
ah,
bathroom taking drugs. That's silly way to die. But is it,
ah.
it does not mean this is, it is false information. It's just a silly thing that
Hmm.
happened.
Take a hike, take a hike. Silly boy. I don't have time for silly people. So when they want it silly, if it is in their books, it's not. Do you see the stupidity? Do you see how we can do you see how right away they bite their tongue? They change their word, they change their opinion. It was a silly thing a second ago. It's not a silly thing a minute after because simply I cannot make fun of my book. And now he tried to give justification for the word silly. Suddenly the word silly does not mean stupid, doesn't mean wrong. It's just silly, you know? Like, yeah, well, silly. You know what silly mean? There's many stories in the Bible. Uh, if you take them in a very literate way, then you are just a fool.